Hey guys, Michelle here from thehouse.com, and today I'm talking my top 3 women's snowboard picks of 2018. Now, I chose these boards for a couple reasons. They're all a little bit different, and this is my opinion on the boards and why I think they really shine, but your opinion might be totally different. So I'm going to name them off in no specific order and talk about why I chose these 3. So like I said, they're all going to be pretty different flexes, different profiles, different companies, just totally different rides, really. So I tried to pick a pretty diverse selection of what I think really shines from kind of each category. To start off, right off the back, I have the Burton Socialite in front of me, a flat to rocker profile on this one, so it's going to be flat underneath and rocker in the nose and tail, with a twin stance. This is really going to shine in powder or in kind of a little bit of a softer snow, but because those frostbite edges from Burton, it's also going to shine in hard pack as well. So this is about one of the most flexible boards that you can buy for women, and having ridden it myself, I would definitely agree with that. It's very easy to maneuver, very easy to control, and really anyone can have a super fun time on it. So a beginner can jump on this and learn to snowboard, or an advanced rider will appreciate the difference in this board. And it has a very thin profile as well, because a lot of that extra tech that you get from Burton. There's also one of the nicer things, and why I also picked a Burton board too, just to put in my lineup, is the fact that they do use the channel system. And it's really nice, having said that it does do very well in powder, that you can decide exactly where you want your stance. So it's not 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole. You can put it minutely exactly where you prefer it. So when you ride it in the powder, you can move it back to wherever you would like it. And now we're moving on to the DC Telegraph Board. So we have a fresh deck top sheet on this one. It's a super cool graphic. And this, very different from that board, is a very classic camber. It's also going to be a little bit stiffer. So while this is technically a park board by definition, I think any girl who really appreciates a hard, just a really traditional camber board is going to really like this ride. So for that reason, the camber really is going to help just lock into those edges, especially on hard pack. This board really shines, and it's very, very fast. We have a sintered supreme textured base, and for that reason is why it just absolutely flies down the mountain. And with that traditional camber, it's also going to help in the park if you are a park rider. That's why it's defined that way. It's really going to help to lock onto rails, but definitely an awesome board just for an all-mountain rider as well. There's a small stance setback, so if you want to ride it in the powder, it would do surprisingly well, I have to say. And for this, I would definitely say that it's maybe a little bit more intermediate to advanced. A beginner could definitely learn on it, but you might want to be on something a little bit more forgiving if you are a beginner. Moving on to the Rossignol Justice. Now we've talked about a flat rocker, we've talked about a camber board, and now this is a hybrid board. Truly engineered. The Rossignol Justice is a super stellar board, and I have to say personally, my favorite graphic from the 2018 lineup too, which isn't really supposed to matter, but you want to love your board, right? So with this, we have a very hybrid profile. So we have camber between the feet, and then a lot of rocker in the nose and tail, and a 1 centimeter stance setback. So this is going to be a very surfy feel, whether you're riding hard pack. We've got some edge technology from Rossignol in this board that really helps you lock in on that hard pack. But we also, with that stance setback and that heavy rocker in the nose, you're going to have a really great time on the powder. Another thing in this is you can see on that lighter color on the base of this board that it actually has beveled edges. So when you put it down, it'll kind of float from side to side, similarly how it does with the rocker in the nose and tail. And what that does is it makes for a very catch-free ride, and it's also very easy to initiate turns with this board. So as you can see just by the last few things that I've said, this is a very engineered board, also a very beautiful board, and that's one of the reasons that I chose it for my top 3 women's snowboard picks of 2018. So I've talked about 3 boards today. If you want to know more about these boards, you can talk about, or you can see my more in-depth video reviews on these specific boards, which will drop in links below. Thanks for watching today, guys. Drop any comments or questions down below the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.